And there's Petra.
Yep. People will remember her probably from, if they remember the Queen's Wrath back many months ago. She is now in the Reef.
What happened to her eye?
All will be revealed. All will be revealed in time.
I need to know.
and she has her mask off as well.
Yeah.
So Petra, she's the main story agent for the House of Wolves. She's going to send you on that path to revenge. Inspecting her inventory here, she's got some new bounties for us.
Those are all the most notorious House of Wolves.
People are going to wonder if these are just rehashes of the Queen's Wrath bounty that happened later last year.
Yeah, they are not. They are all new.
Success!
On the subject of the Prison of Elders, you can see that the warden for the Prison of Elders is Varix. He is a fallen from the House of Judgment. So what is the House of Judgment, and why is this bastard allowed to be in the tower with all of us Guardian folk?
Sure, he is. The House of Judgment is one of the very old houses of the Fallen. He is one of the only known remaining Fallen from the House of Judgment. He's gone through a few trials himself. He's missing a few arms there. They're now replaced with some mechanical arms. So he has kind of been loyal to the Queen, and so he was able to sort of stick around. He's sort of an informant in some ways. He's also someone who runs the Prison of Elders. Trying to think, I'm super excited to have Fallen be one of the characters you interact with. It's such a cool, the Fallen is such a cool race, and to be able to get right up close and have to be able to talk to them and have them.
Right.
Yeah. There's some interesting bonuses on the gear that he has here. First off, he's got the what is it? The Judgment Chance, which where do you get those? The armored cores and weapon cores.
Sure. Yeah, those will drop from the Prison of Elders.
Okay.
So,
is there a limit on how many times a week we can run that?
Yep. You'll have there'll be weekly lockouts, and multiple. We'll talk more about it when we get into the Prison of Elders. But there'll be multiple challenges that you can partake and get drops, and then you can turn them into Varix for the high level gear.
You're headed down to the good brother.
The candle room.
You're immune to candles in the game, by the way.
Yes,
it just doesn't phase you. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just solar energy, man.
Yeah, okay. Good.
A very low amount of solar energy.
Candles?
Yeah, solar candles.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So this is Brother Vance. He is a disciple of Osiris. And what role does he play in the House of Wolves?
He will be the emissary of Trials of Osiris. He will be your guide. He will be the person you come to for rewards, to buy new passages. We'll talk more about that, obviously, in the coming Twitches. But
Yeah. We have a whole reveal plan for the Trials of Osiris, so we'll delve deeply into the details that will govern that competitive multiplayer special event.
Okay.
And you can see that there are different supplies here, different rewards. Much like Iron Banner, there are even consumables that affect the way the event plays out.
Sure. How often does you say the event runs?
It's every weekend.
Every weekend?
Yep.
Okay.
Until the reset. So it starts Friday. And then,
Okay, great.
Until Tuesday.
That's fun.
So, no tower visit is complete without a visit to our fearless leader, the speaker. So I'm actually going to start there.
Hold on, you're going too fast.
I'm running. I'm running. I don't want to keep your dad waiting. My dad never touches video games. I'm actually really impressed that you're able to play. How old is your dad?
Can I have?
He's old enough.
Old enough. That's very kind.
Fun thing I just noticed was looking at my Black Hammer.
Yes.
And I noticed the Hive Disruptor buff is no longer grayed out. Is that being fixed?
It maybe.
Was I not supposed to look at that? It's there for me to look at.
There's so many things. There's so many things that I've had to brush up on. That's actually a detail that has escaped me. So
Okay.
once you open it up and see if you can upgrade that.
I already did. I just filled out the bubble for the Hive Disruptor and upgraded it.
Well, sounds like that's good then. Look at that.
Look at that. Good to
Upgraded
go.
your Hive Disruptor. Join me here in the speaker and go ahead and approach the speaker. Are you here with us?
I am here with you.
So go ahead and take a look at what Mr. Speaker's going to do for us now.
Oh, geez. Uses for old stuff.
Uses for old stuff. So one of the things that Chris just told us about was simplifying the economy. One thing that I've personally seen people talk about is the desire to take materials and exchange them. So the speaker is now doing that material exchange. So if I need ascendant shards and I have ascendant energy, I can acquire those things on a one-for-one basis.
Sure.
Same thing with energy or shards. This is awesome.
Yeah, so there's two things you can do. You sort of can trade between energy and shards for at the different levels.
Yep.
And also you can turn any of that stuff in for, as you can look
Bolts
over
of
it. Right, you can buy
light.
bolts of light with it. You can
I
buy
need glimmer for heavy ammo.
Ascendant shards can become
So shards become, energy becomes shards, and shards become the thing that you can use to buy awesome stuff.
So now you can exchange ascendant energies and shards for glimmer and things like that.
Yep. You just play the shell game with everything in your inventory.
Yeah, so you can move it to where you need it at the time being.
Yep. Eris and her economy is still relevant. You know, I can still move that stuff back and forth.
That's really cool. I didn't see this when I was. You told me to stay out of the tower when I was looking at
I
this.
wanted you to be a little surprised.
I know.
I didn't want this whole thing to seem canned and staged.
Well, tell me more, Deej.
So thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And we're out of here. You also told us that we should pay a visit to Gans.
Oh, yes.
Go over here and talk to the New Monarchy. I personally do not ascribe to New Monarchy's politics.
I like New Monarchy.
This is an inventory that was built for me in a test environment. So immediately I'm going to go on record and say that there are things in this inventory that do not belong to me. This is all here for illustration purposes only. However, I have old exotics that I love.
Sure.
I have Dark Below weapons that I love. I even have Launch Day weapons that I love. I've been hanging onto that shadow price since the game launched. Alright, so if I want to upgrade these things, I need something called Etheric Light.
Where do we get that?
Etheric Light
comes from the endgame activity, so you can get it from Prison of Elders, you can get it from Trials of Osiris, and also there's a chance in Nightfall and in Iron Banner.
Okay, so even if you don't own the DLC, you can still upgrade your old stuff to new
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
We're bringing people along, even if
Okay.
the Queen's wrath is not compelling enough for them to crave revenge.
So you're still going to be able to get up to light level 34 without touching the DLC.
Right. May take a little longer, but
Yeah.
Yep.
Might take a little longer. It's going to be a lot less fun. Check that out.
365.
365 shadow price. Anybody who is holding a fully upgraded Gallarhorn and has a few weapon parts and an exotic shard and enough glimmer laying around can upgrade that Gallarhorn.
So we don't need Xur anymore for upgrading exotics.
Correct.
Correct.
We can do it whenever we dang please.
Yep. Although Xur will sell you shards.
Shards.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you may need to go to Xur to buy shards. You may need to go to Xur to buy weapons that you can then shard. So there are still things for you to do and to aspire for and to hope for.
So yeah, so every legendary weapon, piece of armor in the game can now be upgraded. So awesome release.
Awesome.
Including my very favorite legendary belt-fed heavy machine gun. I'm actually going to enjoy this a lot. The Deviant
What perks do
Gravity
you have on
A.
yours?
What perks do I have on mine? This is one I like. I like to expect to find more ammo for this
so
weapon.
far we're looking similar.
Yeah, that's badass. Although yours is void instead of arc, but I'm very happy that I'm going to have my fallen captain killer.
Yeah.
I've actually used this already to take down some nasty villains.
Take a look at that shotgun you just bought, actually.
Okay, so let's equip that.
That's got a couple new perks on it. So
Nasty.
What do we
What
have
is that
on there?
above Ascension over there?
Reforge ready.
So,
A gunsmith can reforge this weapon.
right. so-
Change its available upgrades, but resetting any progression or ascension.
So yeah, you'll be able to, with the new House of Wolves weapons, be able to reforge them, which is pretty cool.
Okay, so not my existing legendaries, but if I buy new legendaries from the Vanguard, from the Crucible, from my favorite faction,
Correct.
I can then come here to the gunsmith. He's going to allow me to reforge weapons. I do not have weapon parts.
Just dismantle some
Here we
stuff.
go. Here we go. Here we. I'm not going to dismantle some.
Run all the way to the vault.
Dismantle some stuff.
Dismantle things.
Just
You have
dismantle some
270
stuff.
in there. You're good.
And take.
There you go.
Did that give me? Let me take a look at my inventory.
Chat is losing it
Are they
over the
losing it?
Oh, they're losing it over reforging.
Reforging's going to be cool. So,
A lot of people ask for those.
Sleep in the living train.
all right.
Guardian.
I can't help but notice he also has Talims.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he has Talims now.
Yep.
That's cool.
So I am acquiring a reforging.
You know what you
All right, so we need to do this until we get shop package.
Well, I don't know if
and
we're not going to be here till Tuesday. So I have linear compensator, I have replenish, I have speed reload, and I have army of one. Let's try it again.
Okay.
Acquiring. Are you sure you're acquiring? Yes, I'm acquiring. Go.
Thanks.
Open character. Back to the shoddy. It looks nasty. I mean, it looks like
Yeah, and there's a lot of new perks too.
it looks
that I'm
like I would
noticing.
use that
Yeah.
to like actually hold up the new monarchy better.
Sure.
That's a bad man's shotgun. Rangefinder, speed reload, cascade. You get the idea.
Yeah.
You can do this all day until you run out of motes of light, until you run out of gun parts. And when you take a look at the stuff that we're asking you to spend, it's the stuff that a lot of people have in reserve.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good use for some of the things that you might have been stockpiling. We knew that was going to make a lot of people happy, and it's a lot of fun to show it off.
Next time.
That is awesome. There's a lot of upgrades for old raid gear and stuff, which to me kind of makes the old raids a lot more relevant
Yep.
than if we were
Absolutely.
just moving on. And as a new player, a lot more approachable because you'll have two sources to get your gear from.
Indeed.
In order to level up.
And all
multiple
of those
sources,
things
yeah.
apply here. So,
Yeah.
gloves of the heads and lords, vault of glass gear, you can ascend.
Yeah.
Let's come take a look at.
And all of your resources are relevant with the exchange over at the speaker now too.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.